regular round is over and we're well and truly into the finals now. We head into the week 2 of the finals. Let's get into my predictions for this week. So the first game sees the South Sydney Rabbitohs coming off a 30 points to 6 loss to the Sydney Roosters up against Manly, who showed very strong form. I might be wrong, I think it was 28 points to 16 against the Cronulla Sharks at home at Lotto Land in front of a good crowd there. As for the changes for both sides, Sam Burgess returns from a suspension and Dane Gagai returns in the centres from a hamstring injury, which is a big boost in my opinion for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Dean Britt and Kyle Turner are named in the reserves. Marty Tapau returns from his suspension for Manly for the careless tackle on, I forget, it was an Eels player, I forget who it was. And then it's mainly just got people in the reserves. Tony Williams again in jersey 21. And he could be a chance of playing. Look, this is a hard game for me. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Both of these sides are on and off, and at the moment, I would probably say that Manly are the better side. But I think the fact that they're not at home and they don't have Tommy Turbo with them, I think this is going to be their final week in the NRL for the year. The Rabbits at $1.45 and the Sea Eagles at a neat price of $2.70, which I think is quite a fair price. And the ANZ Burrow advantage for the Rabbitohs, I think, is going to be a little bit too big. I think it'll be a good game, and I do see a few points in this one. So what I've done is I've gone with the Rabbitohs by 10 points. I think the Rabbits will win this one 26 points to 16. The funny thing is, both the losing teams for me this week, I've both picked for 16 points. But I just think with Adam Dewey at fullback, he's really playing well in the role. The return of Gagai and the leadership that Sam Burgess brings, and if Damien Cook turns up like he had been leading into the final, I think they can win this game. So I think it's a comfortable tip. So we're going to go 26 points to 16.
Right.
The next game, if you've watched last night's video, you guys know by now, but if you only watch the predictions, then you should know that on Saturday night at 7:50, the Melbourne Storm taking on the Parramatta Eels. Now, I wasn't going to go to Amy Park. It is quite a bit of an expensive trip, but I think it's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and I am heading down. I can't wait to vlog it for you guys. The success from the Bankwest video, 15,000 views. Thank you. There's so many new subscribers, so thank you all for subscribing to the channel. As for the Storm, Brady Croft in jersey 21. I don't know if he'll play another game this season because Jerome Hughes, Dick from Australia disagrees with me. He thinks Jerome Hughes isn't playing well at the number 7, but I think he's really maturing there, playing well, and Ryan Pappenhausen adjusting to fullback nicely. But let me know what you thought of that, think of that in the comments. Curtis Scott is back in the side. He is named, where is he? Actually, no, he's not. He's in the reserve, so he's in jersey 18, a chance of playing. He's a good player, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a chance to play. Jamin Salmon is named for us in jersey 19 for the reserves. Hoffman in jersey 21. But the big in is number 8. Kane Evans returns from the suspension, which means that Daniel Alvaro, I'm assuming, drops to the bench. Yes, he's in jersey 15. Look, Para beat Brisbane 58-0. There's no doubt they're going to go into this game with a lot of confidence. Now, I can't see Melbourne blowing us completely away, but I also can't see us winning in Melbourne. Yes, I'm going down. I would love more than anything for the Parramatta Eels to go through and play the Roosters at the SCG. I just don't think it's going to be the case, and I can cop that on the chin. We played so well last year, this year compared to last year. To come from a wooden spoon to a 5th position is just a fantastic effort. If I'm wrong, I can't wait to tell you that I'm wrong, but I've gone with the Melbourne Storm by 6 points. I've tipped them 22 points to 16. I think they'll be a little bit too good. I'm expecting Nelson Asafa-Solomona to have a massive game, Cameron Smith to control the kicking game and get their sets done. But Mitchell Moses, if he turns up, and Dylan Brown, especially in the halves, I expect a big game from him. He was fantastic last week, as well as Michael Jennings. I think we're a massive chance of winning this game. We are outsiders at a price of $3 compared to short price Melbourne at $1.38. If you're an Eels fan, or leave your tips in the comments anyway below, but if you're an Eels fan, how confident are you that we can beat Melbourne? We lost to them in the 2009 Grand Final. It is the 10-year anniversary. This is a massive match. This is a game I think the boys will want to win. The fact that Melbourne lost to Canberra, though, in their home of Amy Park, I can't wait to see it in person. If you're going to be there, let me know, because I think I'm in section 37, row AA. So I'm looking forward to it. There's a big group of para people going. If you follow the Para Eels Army on Facebook, you'll see there's a lot of us going. But me and Emily heading down there. But I do think the Storm will be too good. Let me know your tips in the comments, but let's get into my best bets. Okay, so my best bets of the round for the finals. Well, it's not a round, it's week 2 of the final. Look, I'm going to go with the Rabbits to beat the Sea Eagles by 1 to 12 points. I think Dane Gagai returning in the centres can cross for a try. Both centres I'm going to go with. Moses Sully as well. He was one of my favourite players to watch last week. He was fantastic for Manly. I think he can score. But the Rabbitohs to win both halves, that's paying $150. Not a bad price there. And I think it could really happen. Second one I've gone with is the Melbourne Storm to beat the Eels, 1 to 12 points. I don't see them winning 13 plus. I can see us containing their points as minimal as possible. Maybe by 10 is the max I can see them winning. We're going to go with Nelson Asafa-Solomona. Now, he's paying about $6.50, I think, for a try. That's such a big price. He crosses the stripe regularly now. I expect a big game from him. For Parramatta in the centres, I like the centres this week. I'm going to go with Michael Jennings. He's been in supreme form. And I think he's in the top 10 try scorers, if I'm not wrong. If he scores in this game, he will be in the top 10 try scorers of all time. I could be wrong. There was something to do with tries. And over 36.5 points, that's paying $111 there. So there's the two for the week, just there. And then we're going to get into the multi. We'll combine the AFL, which is now in its prelim. We'll go with Richmond 1 to 39, South Sydney Rabbitohs 1 to 12, Collingwood to beat GWS 1 to 39, and the Melbourne Storm 1 to 12 at a nice price of $38. My try scorer roughies for the week. I'm going to back Ethan Lowe for the Rabbits, Adam Dewey at fullback for the Rabbits. He almost scored a try on the weekend against the Roosters, but he just didn't get there. And Moses Sully in that Manly game. I don't know where else the points are going to come from Manly, but I think there's going to be 2 or 3 tries and a few penalty goals I'm going to predict in it. Now I'm going to go with Justin Olam, another centre, to score for the Melbourne Storm, as well as I spoke about Michael Jennings. So the biggest roughies for me, I think, are Ethan Lowe and Nelson Asafa-Solomona. Put a couple bucks on if you want to. Obviously gamble responsibly, but all up as a multi. Getting all those try scorers, you can cash it out as you go, hopefully, but it's paying $1,014. That's it for week 2 of the finals. I can't wait to head down to Amy Park on Saturday night. I'll have to get a portable charger so that I can do the vlog. This could be Manu Ma'u's final game of football, as well as Tepai Moeroa, who heads off to Union. So it was nice to meet him and get a photo the other day. Let me know your tips in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks to the subscribers and thanks for the support.